Alright, you know what? I think I'm just gonna jump right into this. Do this. Okay, now we can get this started. By the way, if you guys want to help support the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below if you want to divide. So, yeah, I'm not sure how long this chapter is going to be. It might just be like, I don't know, 10 episodes. It might be 15, or who knows, it might be 20. But, I'm just sticking here around here and just figuring it out. Let's just jump in. Alright, so just to recap for the last episode, Subaru's up to something. What is that something? I'm not sure. But there she is. He's also going through some, he's going through some depressed tumblroid, pardon me. Yeesh. Okay, didn't realize I was allergic to saying that, but there I am. Hold on one sec. Sorry, just had a bit of a phlegm in my throat, but anywho, let's get straight through this. I have to say, I'm surprised. I didn't expect you to come all the way to the port passes. Yes, I saw him doing the fetch runaway students. Yeah, last time we were doing this, also, jeez. Jeez, what's happened to me? One sec. Oh, excuse me. Yeesh. I hope I'm not like, coming down with one of those summer flus, because if I am, then that's gonna be bad. For both sides. By both sides, I mean for both you and me. But anywho, that's my own duty to fetch runaway students. Oh yeah, so yeah, last time we were doing this, Subaru and the other decided to play hooky, and now we're just going off to find them. Now I found them. What they're doing over at the Port of Faxus, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see what they're doing. Yeah, runaway. You know, some people might not like what that implies. What? Our home is right here in Arius. How can I be a runaway when I never left home? A student refusing to come to school. A student is refusing to come to school. I had to come. This might be our home, but school's not here. Never asked you to teach us in the first place. Where's a student exactly? Someone who goes to school and studies, right? You can't be a student without studying too. Even though you've studied very different things. Meaning without studying according to your methods and teachings, right? I also study according to Arius' methods and teachings. Or are you trying to force Trinity's way of life and studying onto Arius? You look so affronted. To say I never said anything like that. I never said anything like that. You're just making your own implications. Actually. Maybe not in so many words, however. I can understand these things now for whatever reason. At least I can see what's happening inside Arius and around us. To begin with, I'm not even fond of the name Arius Satellite School. Satellite implies we're a subsidiary to another entity. The pop quiz time, Sensei. I wonder what answer you'll come up with. H-O formation. There. I did it. I answered your question correctly. Tell me something. About the day Trinity set foot in Arius for the first time in centuries. The day Masato Mika, Beatrice, and the squad decided to change their fates on a whim. Yes, they changed their fate at the cost of every other Arius students' free will. Why is it that you meticulously cared for Masato Mika and the squad? You neglected Arius students who remained here. That's we're getting introspective here now. We're getting especially introspective. Not with the other students, but with Sensei in particular. So this is that kind of volume, yeah. Well, I immediately flashed to a conversation I had that day. You're my princess! Oh, I mean, okay, not that one. I'm sorry to say this, but Sensei, we're formally requesting that you step away from the Arius Satellite School issue. Yes, that particular matter is one of Trinity's doing, so it must be Trinity's responsibility as well. Truly, we're deeply ashamed that you have to clean up our mess. As for the acting representative of the Patter faction, and the acting representative of the Sanctus faction, we would like to sincerely apologize. Well, don't say it to me, girl. Say it to the other people. Mika is still the official representative of the Patter faction, but she will naturally need to step down for her position for an undetermined amount of time, which is forever. As you well know, she must resume her halted hearing. She did participate in a recent Arius operation. However, she has not fully recovered and will need to rest for some time. Considering these circumstances, this is the collective stance of the Patter and Sanctus factions of now. Nagus' Phyllis faction may hold a different opinion, but the Tea Party decisions are made by a majority vote, especially on matters this critical to the Academy. No single faction can ignore the majority opinion of the others. So please, Sensei, trust in us to resolve our own issues. We only ask that you give us a little more time. Naturally, your presence would be a welcome one. This entire process would surely move along more quickly, effectively, and justly. But how will we students ever grow if we let adults do the difficult work for us? Aha, I see. What? Oh, she's got us now. Don't be so surprised. Were you listening? I have a rough understanding of anything that happens to Arius. Plus, you're really easy to read. But you're quite naive, Sensei. Or maybe too trusting. Your trust in Trinity's upper ranks was misplaced. Oh, we got called out again. Even Subaru called us out. Oh, get oofed. The acting representatives of the Sanctus and Power factions. They wasted no time filling the holes when the actual leaders couldn't serve. Which is to say, they can't serve indefinitely. Do you really think they could have done that so quickly with all of Trinity's red tape, without any political backing? No matter how much he tried to deny it, Trinity's upper ranks are still a den of vipers. Fine, if that's how it was, then your responsibility could be minimal. Maybe not even non-existent. But that changes nothing. It doesn't change the fact that Arius hasn't taken a single step out of our rotting pit of hell since that day. Well, on some technicality, that's true. Although I feel like part of it's because, well, I was about to say part of it's because you're not pulling yourselves out, but can they really even pull themselves out at this point? Like, think about it. Nobody's willing to help them, so. At the end, or in the end, it's mostly up to Arius to fix themselves. Although granted, yeah, getting help might be a bit difficult. Meaning, you're gonna have to do some, well, you're gonna have to do some dirty deeds in order to get things done here, but I suppose that's the Arius way. Well, granted, it is a good thing that the remedial knights are, well, trying to help them among a few other people, although granted, helps kind of, it's something you want to say in quotes right there, because I don't think pulling students out of Arius's helping them. Like, it helps the individual students, but not Arius itself. But, well, anyway. You should be more careful, Sensei. In your current position, if a student with a malice really wanted to deceive you, they could! Like, if they wanted to, I don't know, lock you in a dark room and, stand outside of said dark room and go, ha ha, I trapped you, they could! God forbid you get attacked by feet or something. You'd hardly be able to escape their trap. Well, anyways, there's a letter from Mary in that dark room over there. It's all the way in the back. You wanna go get it, Sensei? Go get it. It's your dead wife. I mean, your wife. There's this thing I think about sometimes. When some Arius students finally gather all their courage and manage to step out into the world, only to return even more damage. When they say they couldn't find anywhere to fit in, or when they couldn't endure the judgmental glares anymore, they fell into despair, saying that they'd go back, saying that they'd go back to the life, the only life they knew. I'm so sorry, I got like a little bit lost inside this part as well. Like, I feel like the only way to change these judgmental glares is to change your image, basically. I feel like that's their only way of being able to wipe those glares away. Again, all this has to happen within Arius, and well, quite frankly, Arius has a pretty bad reputation, so it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle for them changing any of this. But again, at the end of the day, it has to be them who changes it. No one else can change it. When they realized that there was nowhere else in the world Arius students belonged, if Arius had not been exiled from Trinity, what kind of lives could we have lived? Do you even think about that too, Sensei? Sometimes I do, but here's the thing, Subaru, you don't want to dwell in it. That leads to rumination, and rumination leads to, well, hatred and also self-hatred. Or have you been too busy with other schools to spare even a thought for Arius? I was almost about to have a Nagusa moment right there. Like, if you know, you know. If you don't, then I recommend looking at the end of Volume 5, Chapter 2. That probably would be a poor choice of words, but anyways, the present is a structure built on top of the foundation of the past. No present exists independent of what came before. Some say that this hatred is not ours to bear. I must say I disagree with them. But do you have to actually carry it, Subaru? The thing. The Arius of today is still paying the consequences of our past, and that alone binds us to Arius in every way possible. But can't you change this somehow? Can't you change the opinions of others who are looking upon you somehow? In other words, have you tried being nice, Subaru? Have you actually tried being nice to others, Subaru? Have you actually tried being kind to others, despite how they look at you? Talk of studying. What makes someone a student going to school and studying? Look around. This right here is my response. Well, I could try to fix all of this. I just need to do things I probably might regret. And it probably might involve Kaiser. No, we're not doing that. Portrait practice and everything recorded here. That is what we should study. That is a student's duty, right? To study. And kudos to me. Wow. I came here to fulfill that duty. If you try to say this isn't studying, then I can't help but wonder if the true educator would discriminate against and deny the ways of learning that aren't approved by them. The sins of one generation are inherited by the next. It's not something to be argued. It's simple. It's a simple truth. But what if you can atone for those sins, Subaru? Like what if? Like what if? How can one seek to reap the benefits of their past while attempting to disregard its sins? It's not disregarding, it's atoning. You're acknowledging, or rather, accepting the fact that you made sins, but you're doing something to, you're doing something to absolve them, I suppose. Okay, not exactly absolve them, but you're doing something to right wrongs. Very least, if you attempt to reject the sins of your past, then you must also reject everything else to do with that past. That's... I feel like you're taking this to an extreme level, Subaru. The knowledge, wisdom, and legacy, wealth, material, and every right and authority you exercise today, to claim the things that are that benefit you, while denying the sins committed to attain them. From our perspective, it's nothing than nauseating hypocrisy. Well, nothing's exactly black and white in this world, Subaru. I understand why you refrained from further intervention in Arius, because at that time you accepted Trinity and their ways. There's nothing to forgive in that regard. I see no sin in what you did. However, you should then allow Arius to live as we do. Just as Trinity has its ways, so does Arius. Surely you see how unfair it would be to accept one but not the other. Only in times of extreme circumstances, we don't fit in. Life outside may look enticing, but there's no place for Arius in that world. Just ask the many Arius students who returned because they couldn't adapt to it. But what about the Arius students who left and never came back? I took those students in and showed them a path forward, the Arius way. We don't need exams or studying, we all live in the way, and we'll live in the ways we've always lived. So at this point, there's only one thing I need from you. Leave Arius quietly and take Squad with you. That's all you have to do, and I won't have to harm any of you. The Angels of Revelation. Just leave that to us, you can take my word for it. I can handle the trumpeting angels, at the very least. You mean the angels you can't see? Like, there's love of potholes in your plan, Subaru. Also, trumpeting angels. Pick up on that name quickly, didn't you? You live up to your name, Sensei, when it comes to your students. You don't miss a beat. In that case, I trust that you'll understand what I mean. But I said I live in the Arius way. Alright, the exit's this way. The squad lingering behind, you can head right out along this path too. And please don't ever come back here again. Thanks for everything until now, all of you. See you. The Arius way, you said? Sorry. You still have something left to say, I'll hear you out. If you're thinking about using this as a pretext to come back to Arius, you're only making trouble for both sides. I have no final words left for you, just a question. It's about this Arius way you keep talking about. What lies ahead of it? Oh. Okay. Okay, there's now a feature now. What lies ahead of it? Since we already started talking about the past, let's go a little further down memory lane. They say clinging on to old memories is a sign of age and decline. Are you already that far gone? Okay, no, you're the one to say something. You're the one to talk, Subaru. You over there ruminating? Maybe so, I've been feeling a little duller lately. Though it's a bit rude to be speaking this way in front of Sensei. But I gain a lot in exchange. It reminds me of an old story. Do you remember the one about the harsh drill instructor and the kind centurion? Of course, they're practically essential archetypes in running any organization. But you're not about to claim, that you were the kind centurion, are you? I totally forgot their names, but I do know for a fact that this might be a Rome reference. Like, I'm not sure if they're directly referencing Rome, but It probably is. If you don't know what Rome is, I recommend looking up HBO Rome. Hardly by any measure. I was the harsh instructor. If anyone was the kind centurion, it was you. People can only live that way, the way they know how. Right, not that any of it matters anymore, but the squad members were handpicked for their own reason. As their leader, I received the worst end of the stick in terms of training. And in the end, I continued that cycle. I turned around and treated others exactly how I'd been treated. Looking back, I truly was a fool. Don't keep beating up yourself about stuff like that. Honestly, I never thought I'd be the one comforting you here. People really do live exactly how they know. I used to think that the same. Before I left Arius, that was. What are you saying now? Not everybody, but people's lifestyles do generally tend to affect their way of thinking, which in turn pushes them further into that lifestyle. So from that perspective, your view isn't wrong. There are other options. People can think and live the way they choose. That is the most important thing I've learned since leaving. Would you get to the point? I know everything you're feeling right now. I felt the same way in your position. You gathered and guided lost students, gave them a reason to live again. It slowly gave you motivation, or the motivation to keep pushing. But tell me, what are you pushing towards? What is the end of your Arius way? We both know the answer to that. We'll be left with just hatred and rage. There's nothing else that's meaningless, nothing remains. That's the inevitable end of that path. Had I stayed in Arius, had I never experienced more of the world, if I never met Sensei, I would be standing exactly where you are now. I'd still be playing the harsh instructor, denying everything beyond what I'd been taught. I would still be harboring what I thought was our hatred in my heart. And now you're back coming to say that our way of life was wrong all along. No, there's no right or wrong when it comes to these things. I still believe in that. We wanted you to study the outside world a little bit, to broaden your horizons a little. It can help sometimes, then make whatever decision you want. Perspectives aren't set in stone as they seem. If people know nothing, like those Trinity girls, as you put it, said something like this, it probably sounded like the empty prattle of a naive optimist, full of pretense and hypocrisy. But at the very least, I think Squad and I have earned the right to speak on this subject, if only a little. We've only rolled around in the same gutter after all. I never liked reckless optimists either. To be honest, I hated them with everything I had. They're the type who avert their eyes from all the horrific things that happening in this world. And you know, Saori, they're also the type to pave the path to hell, but like go down that route for a bit, or at all for the moment. Without knowing anything, they preach their beliefs and force them down your throat. But not all of them are like that, actually. You must never kneel to a teacher. Of course, you have another chance. If you don't, I'll make one. Despite knowing the horrible things happen in this world, and even while accepting that sometimes this world can be cruel and ugly. Hey, look, it's the alley where we found Azusa. Hey, look, it's the road that was next to Azusa. There are still people who never waver and never give up. I don't know about you, but saying something like that convinces me through and through. A phrase people don't use much anymore. But the phrase, in spite of everything, has grown on me. Also, you're just wise now. I hardly started bragging about my life if I were you. The moment you leave Arius, you'll be back into being a fugitive, running from the possibility of arrest. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to stop now. Huh? What? The four of us have discussed it already. Yeah, what she said. Hey, whatever you say, Saori. Yes, we can't keep doing this for the rest of our lives now, can we? Alright, Sensei, we meant to tell you this when the time was right, but it never worked out. What? You're planning to turn yourselves in? Not sure if that's a good idea right now, Saori. I mean, we do have a couple of other fugitives in there. We're not you, like the cells are only meant to hold like 7 people, but are you really sure about this? Yes, once this is all over, that's what we intend to do. More than anything, I'm tired. I had enough of this. I've been living in the shadows for too long. I've never been able to stand proudly under the open sky of a cell. You forget, you're all terrorists. What you did was clearly an act of terrorism carried out with malice. Plus, you're going to get turned over to the GSC. You won't be able to contain all of you. You only made the place for like 7 other people, not 8. Are you seriously trying to tell me you don't know what kind of sentencing you'll get? We know, but that's okay too. We'd rather have it that way. I need to pay the price for what I've done. I'm done running away from my past. Don't worry, the remaining ARIA students will be fine. I intend to say that I was the mastermind and instigator. And to be honest, that's true to an extent. I'm sure you too. What exactly are you saying to me, Jaume? Sorry. What? Uh-oh. Subaru? Are you still there? I don't think she's still there. I think she's possessed by a fish. Also, sorry, I'm gonna have to warn you, well, I'm gonna have to put an addition to that warning too. They might end up putting a bomb collar around your neck as well if you do turn yourself in. I hope you're okay with that. Plus, you'll have to go talk to your superiors, or you'll end up having a superior as well. I forgot what her name was. I think it was, I think her name was EH or something. Elysian Harper. I think that was her name. Yeah, if you turn yourself in, you'll end up being, under, her tutelage. Just putting that out there, Saori. I asked, what you were saying to me right now. Actually, don't answer. I don't even need to try to read your mind. You're too predictable. You're going to turn yourself in? You don't want to run anymore? You want to pretend to be some goody two-shoes now? Just bury everything and pretend it never happened? Which is going to be very difficult to do because I think people still have a very bad grudge against you. Should I regard you as some enlightened sage now? No. That's Shintani Kai. Are you looking down your nose at us, acting as if nothing in the world matters anymore? Don't make me laugh. Unless you know every single thing in this world has to offer, then drop this high and mighty act. You'll look down on Earth like it's yours, acting like you know the very meaning of life. Super, where is this coming from? The way you're acting right now is the same as those despicable Trinity brats. That's a bad thing. I don't want to hear another word out of you. Cut the bullshit. Damn! Damn, Subaru! Now you're talking like... Now you're talking like an underworld queen right now. Holy shit! That's some Sakura energy right there. Whoa! Nothing has changed. Nothing is different. Our lives is still happening right now. What's going on? Am I in the outer rim right now? This is probably the outer rim. I'm sorry, guys. Wrong game. I'm just kidding. Look around. Do things look different? Is Arius all fixed up now? Well, I suppose it would be if you opened the partition. I mean, let more Trinity students in. All right. It's still all just ruins on the inside. It's trying even more than before. You know nothing of what we went through after Madame disappeared. How dare you try to speak with authority? Wait, hold on, Subaru. You're telling me things were better with Madame around? I hope that's not what you're implying. All this time, none of you spared us a single thought. Not you, not the squad, not even Sensei. Yeesh! I was the one who kept guarding over Arius, our home. We did. Yeesh! Not you, not the squad. You threw away all your responsibilities and ran off to play house when we needed you the most. Are you trying to piss us off by saying that? By playing house? Subaru, they didn't even have a house! What are you talking about? Like, even I was shocked. Now you're insulting her. It's alright, Subaru. We'll actually play house for real once, once I induct you into Exotic Squad. Subaru, I never meant to claim anything so grand. A sage? I still don't know anything. I haven't done anything to deserve that. I haven't poisoned an entire academy yet. I just simply... don't worry, Zari. We'll get you into medicine school. Yeah. We'll get you into... We'll teach you pharmacy. You can poison the entire academy, I guess. And then you'll become a sage. Just like good old Shintani Kai. Simply. Oh. Really? After that day, I remembered the first sky I ever saw. It was so blue. It was our blue archive. Trademark. That was also the first time I could really feel it. I thought, maybe this world around me has always been there since long, long ago. The eye was not satisfied with just sight, nor the ear fulfilled with just hearing. What has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. In this universe, there's no such thing as new. Happiness, pain, pride, humility, anger, even hatred. Truly. All is in vain. Don't you mean all is transient? What? I just felt, for the first time in my, that the rest of my life was too precious to waste. How dare you speak like that? You betrayed us. Wait, you abandoned us. Would you ever? Say that again. If your lives are so precious, what about us here in Arius? Oh, I gotta speak with drama. What about me who stayed to protect the nest? For the sake of those who remained and who would return. You can't just make the past disappear. Subaru! Subaru, it's not about making the past disappear. It's about letting go. Like, forgive yourself, but never forget. The past never just vanishes, it clings on. It proves the present. This is for the practice. The entire history of the Arius Satellite School converges within the place within me. I got you're calling it the Satellite School now. In the end, the most important thing in this world is yourself. When you die, the world dies with you. Well, that's probably not true. Like, some people would argue that reality is based on your observation surroundings, but it doesn't mean it's the same for others. Maybe that makes sense. If that's so, then each person's way of life is their very proof of existence of their world. No one will take responsibility for your life or live it in your place. That's why I strip doubt away from the students. Wait, if that's the case, why aren't you? Okay, no, this is getting dumb. like, if whoops. Like, if this is the case, then why don't you try to improve things around here, Subaru? Like, why? Like, you don't have to live in a trash heap. You don't have to, you don't have to live like you're in the Outer Rim. So, that no matter what happens, they can go on living, unafraid. Wow. Madame was wrong for what she did. That's the honest truth. Not everything she left behind was wrong. Nothing happens without meaning. Events gain meaning simply by happening. So there can be no such thing as meaningless suffering. And so if there's no meaningless suffering, there can be no such thing as a meaningless past. Is anyone getting a little weirded out right now? Well, I'm I'm glad you managed to get into the conversation just now, Hiyori. I'm glad you're paying attention. Okay. Oh no! He's going terror! Girls in my way. Oh jeez! There's the guy behind us! Ah! EH, where are you? Help! You pushed her too far, leader. What did I do? Oh wait, that's Hiyori. I wasn't trying to provoke her, I really wasn't. Yes, we can discuss that later, Cao. Right now. Ah! Exotic, where are you? I need you! Jackal, bite them! With the 7th angel chance to drop destroy the earth to its falls, and those who are taking titanium in vain, the time of destruction will finally come. Uh-oh! I think we need to deal with the most urgent matter at hand. We got this! I need someone stronger! Dorothy! Where are— oh wait, she's in prison. Anise! Shed your light into this world! Be the star for all of these students! Also bring Neon with you. I need someone to hide behind. Uh-oh! Help!
Vanitas vanitatum, et omnia vanitas.
Yeah, we're not beating this. It's the winds of it's the winds of madness. 7 minutes. That's all the time I have for you. 7 minutes. We got 10 minutes of detention. Well, this is bad. It's a trumpeting angel. Sorry, you don't look very good. Not good at all. Also, you know what? This is probably going to get me killed, but allow me to bandage your head. I'm so totally giving myself a red flag right now. Well, either that or actually, you know what? I'm not giving myself a red flag right now. I'm giving Saori the red flag. Oh no! Sorry! Get out of the way! Don't get corrupted! Sorry! Duck! Sorry! I won't let that happen to you again. I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Over here. Over here. It doesn't look like that way to me, but if you say so later. But seriously, what do we do about this? We've never fought, let alone beaten anything like that before. Well, at times like this, you call for help. Alright, I can't use Dorothy anymore, so the only logical step is to use Mika. Like, geez, she's got Princess Atmosphere, surely she can stop this. This one's on a completely different level, too. Huh? A trumpet? The one you've been talking about? Yeah, that's it. But the sky suddenly got really dark. It was broad daylight just a second ago. What's happening? Wait, now they can see it too. What? Well, actually. Why is it nighttime all of a sudden? Wait, hold on. Okay, I can't see it there, but I think these yeah, I think one of these students are Nicomedia troops, like the one who went with Subaru. Like the ones who actually couldn't see the angels. I'm starting to think that they can see it too now. The angel, that is. Well, anyways, why is it night? It's nighttime all of a sudden. I know this. I read it in the scriptures. A third sun was struck, a third moon, then a third of the stars. So that a third of them turned dark. A third day was without light, and a third day of and also a third of the night Wow. Trumpet, it's the trumpet. Also, how many times was that again? That was the counting. That makes 6. Okay, thank you, small one. Thank you, you're good at counting. That's weird. Why are we hearing it again? The real question is, why can't you hear it? You're right. At this rate, it won't be 7. It won't be 7 trumpets. It'll be like 14. Oh, you're also good at counting too. Good work. Also, yeah, this is getting out of hand. Okay, that's 15. Why did it get all dark? What's going on? Stop, Subaru. What are you thinking? What happened to you? He's gone terror mode. Also, sorry, don't die. Or rather, don't get infected, corrupted, infected, the same thing. Sorry, you wait here. I got punch her. Kind of obvious, but it doesn't look like she can hear you, leader. Which is why I need to punch her. Hold on, I need to bite into my hand a little bit. Okay, there we go. I just need to get my blood on her. Maya? Subaru! Oh god. Please don't let this end badly. Please don't let this end badly. What's this? How are you here? Don't let this end badly. What do you mean she's been here all along? Here with us. Don't let this end badly. Why couldn't you see before? Oh wait, it's because I'm in the way. Whoops! Why? Because you never tried looking. Or rather, it's because you can't look because I'm a fat ass. Isn't that right, Subaru? Or maybe now that you've become a phenomenon, we should call you the trumpeting angel. Atsuko, what's going on? He's a heretic now. Kill her. I mean, I was only speculating before, but now I'm certain. Don't worry, I'll explain everything from the beginning. Since the beginning, there was nothing. And then a big bang approaches. And under these circumstances, let me make one thing very clear. You are not only here who is of Aries. You're not the only here who is of Aries, Subaru. What? You're a heretic too? I mean, we should kill the Atsuko. Not really. Royal blood, special blood, a special lineage. Wait, don't tell me. You have Bauhaus too? Daughter? Oh. Looks like Atsuko was our daughter all along. And not just our adopted daughter, our biological daughter. For as long as I remember, I was placed on an imaginary pedestal for this one. Intangible thing. To me, it meant nothing. After all, I was treated like trash all the same. The more special I was, the more restrictions I had, the more things I couldn't speak of. You know, it's been a while since I've looked at this. Been a very long while. Also, I had a very different map from last time, or from like right now, about to go. Like, Thank you, Cao Cao. I was able to endure because of you. Thank you, Sensei. Our meeting is what finally allowed me to be myself. And to finally truly reveal what I was and what I am. Misaki and Hiyori too. Oh. Also, if I'm gonna be honest, this is giving me some Outer Rim vibes right here. Oof. Well, at least there's some daylight out. Not like the outer rim where it's all dark. If not for each one of you, I would have remained a voiceless doll. A sacrifice. My entire life would have been spent as someone else's symbol. Did learning the mysteries of Arius make you feel powerful? No! It made me feel a whole host of emotion, my daughter. And I mean Atsuko. My daughter Atsuko. You grazed paths with what lies sleeping under this land and believe you were unstoppable. Too bad for you, that amount of knowledge. It was my birthright before it was even a thought of your mind. At least now I can be certain of one thing. The Angels of Revelation were merely a phenomenon brought about by Kakashi Subaru. You weren't aware of what you'd done at first, correct? But without realizing it, you summoned them. I hope you're not too disappointed. This isn't the trumpeting angel of the scriptures. There was a chance, however. This phenomenon could have transcended into the true 7 trumpeting angels. If only you could have been a flawless judge. A flawless judge? Like I said, you're not the only one of Arius here. You're not the sole keeper of Arius' secrets. This revelation, so to speak, has been mine since long ago. I was simply forbidden to speak of it. I still am. That is what it is to carry the royal blood of Arius. Even so, I should thank you, Subaru. I can speak a bit more freely now, since you've exposed a part of it. It's rather refreshing. Do you know how suffocating it can only be, Try again. Also, yeah, my sinuses are, like, killing me right now. Ugh. Do you know how suffocating it is to be the only one in the room to know something? So, what exactly is it, Atsuko? For us, that angel-shaped thing. Simply put, it's a phenomenon. The manifestation of Arius' energy and emotions. I told you once a while ago, remember? That Arius become a land where inexplicable things happen. Ah! Oh! There was always something in Arius. Lament, grudge, resentment, rage, resignation. This place is where all of that comes together. In a sort of landfill. One way or another, Arius' leadership wanted to bring about the end of the world. I'll be honest, Sensei, that's exactly it. A neglected child will set fire to the village, just to feel the warmth of the flames. To someone who has nothing left to lose, the end of the world might even feel like salvation. You mean to say it could have transcended? You also say it'd be possible with a flawless judge, right? Yes, whatever was simmering beneath the surface in Arius was powerful. Enough to make it happen. At the very least, it was enough to pay some kind of result back to Trinity. If literally Subaru had been flawless. So you're saying there was some kind of flaw? There was. And that flaw was this child. Ah! No, not you, Hiyori. It seemed you finally understand. The moment you abandoned this child, there was no longer any justification for your actions. It would have been better if you used yourself as the medium to construct this phenomenon. Instead, you chose your own will to become the trumpeting angel. I understand you and all those remained in Arius must have so fervently desired to play the role of the judge. There was an intrinsic issue, however. A judge must also be flawless. Whoever digs a hole and scoops it out falls into the pit into the pit they have made. You remember that verse, don't you? If nothing else, if only Maya had. Even if you hadn't sought out Sensei, you still had the potential to become a judge. Don't abandon me! Subaru? I heard a faint voice. Could it be, maybe, Persona? Hiyori? If you had something you'd like to say, you can say it, Maya. As long as it's not, you're not me. As long as if it's anything else, you're fine. Also, yeah, my sinuses are totally wrecking me right now. I probably should have streamed today, but it can't be helped. That's why we came all this way, right? Yes, thank you, Hiyori. Remember, don't say those words. Subaru, there's something I've always wanted to tell you for a long time now. It's okay, Subaru. Everything is okay. I definitely don't understand everything, but I think I understand you pretty well, Subaru. You, the squad, and everyone here in Arius. And you, Tingus-sensei. I really like all of you. I don't want Arius to disappear. I just want Arius to become a better school. So what I'm trying to say is... So, please help me, Subaru. I really love it when you play the harmonica. And when you're not when you're not a monster. And when you play the harmonica. And when you go to the beach with me and we both go watch the crabs. And... I thought you might have dropped this, so I picked it up. Oh, it's not because I wanted you to play right this moment. That'd be asking a bit too much. Even I know that. But I would like to hear it again someday. Just like back then, I wanted to hear you play it again. This is what I wanted. You mustn't look away from your responsibilities. I should have known better. She's gone! Subaru! I've killed her! We have to go after her. For now, she shouldn't be able to leave the artist school grounds. Yes, I knew that. Hello, what's going on? Sensei, the third angel just showed up. But, how to even explain this? The third one did show up, but as soon as it did, the other two disappeared. It was like the third one absorbed them. I don't know. They're growing into a giant monster thing. I saw someone inside the angel for a second, but it was just a split second. It looked like a kid. I know this sounds totally crazy, but I thought it looked like Subaru. Not boy. Sensei! Right, that confirms it. Thanks, everyone. Call me if anything else happens. Understood. The sky I see from here is so overcast, but Intori's memories just now. I see. Sorry. So this is what the sky looked to you. The scenery in ours always stayed exactly the same, and we who lived there did too. In the sediment basin, everything flows in, piles up, and is forgotten. Also, oh look! It's Yharnam. Ours was a sediment basin. Maybe not at first, but that's what it became eventually. The world abandoned Arius and then chose to forget about us. No, even that's too generous an assessment. Humanity has a tendency to sweep cumbersome things under a rug. They think no one is looking. Then they'll stride off proudly in directions previously unthinkable. But who remembers those who were left in the wake? Who will hold on to the memories of the forgotten? Who will leave behind a murmur of those voices that can't be heard? Alright, play your harmonica, Subaru, the harmonica! Play my harmonica in these ruins pretending to be lost in our feelings. Maybe we've outgrown that a little. I also... Please stop. Since you're finally back, please, I beg you, just stop. I really wanted to hear you play. Who? What? That was beautiful! Do you regret it? Atsuko. It's okay, we were the same. But Arius, the things Trinity had done to us, yes, we can't just let that go. In spite of that, is it a bit unfair to torture yourself to this extent over it? Do you remember this line? It's hard for you to kick against the goads. AKA the gonads. Let's do this together! Stop trying to shoulder everything yourself. Now, after all this time? Yes, after all this time. If you're honest about it, Sensei will definitely help you. Oh, along the way, we may need to take a vacation to the Corrections Bureau, so I'll count you to take care of Arius, okay? No, I can't do that. I just can't. Ours just can't accept it. As you said, that's the kind of place this land has become. Someone needs to pay the price for what's happened to us. To think of everyone who we've lost, we need justice. I'm not suggesting we don't. You become consumed in the vortex of your own thoughts. No one will get through to you like this. But we were all that way once, and Arius has just the thing for times like this. Pardon? Alright, why don't we have a little talk in the Arius way? Or the Arius way? Atsuko, are you okay? It looks like you were praying. Yeah, I'm fine. I just had a little call to answer. Took a call? I don't really know, but something along those lines. Something along those lines. Then Sensei, what? Will you help us wake up our senior? She seems to have lost her way in a dream, causing her to oversleep. We'll handle it the Arius way, of course. What do you need from me? Just do what you've always done for us, Sensei. Maya, could I count on your help as well, please? Yeah, count me in. For Subaru and Sensei, I can do it! Yeah! Yeah! Also, I wish I could switch this a little. Here's my sciences. Somehow they're acting up despite the fact that I managed to get over my allergies a while ago. Get him! You're not doing a good job getting them. What? Okay, you know, I probably should just send in my. Okay then. Get him! Where are you? There you go. Okay. Well, there's not really much I can do here. Don't know what I can do here. Uh-oh. Not much we can do here. First of all, we do it. Alright, we're gonna like getting real close here. Oh, there. Oh, you know, I probably should have just taken control of this, but oh well. It managed to stop at least. From the bottom. You're Joe Maesari. I've heard your name a lot, especially as the leader of the Arius squad. As fellow first years, let us do our best to complete your mission together. Or rather, our mission together. Kakashi's tuber, was it? I've been briefed. What's this? That was the day I first met Joe Saori on a mission. Back then we were both first years. I found her to be a cold, unapproachable peer. Could we go over the plan before we begin the operation? Here, I finished it already. Review it. Okay. Is there a problem? Couldn't we start with reviewing the basics before we get started on any plans? You know, like disclosing our strengths, weaknesses, specialties, procedures. Like, if you don't think you can keep up, go home. I can do this alone. Are you always like this, even with the squad? No, I'm not with the squad. Everyone knows their roles. Bro, not with the squad. Are you telling me you're being... are you going to try to tell me that you're being considerate right now? I am. I see. Explain yourself, Saori. There's nothing to explain. I did what was necessary to complete the mission. To join my Saori, anything outside of the squad seemed irrelevant. When you had to work with anyone else, it was uncomfortable and frustrating. I was the one of the few, maybe the only person who could tolerate her. It was necessary to use me as bait and an entire artillery barrage on me. At least try to act like you have a brain. Those kind of things won't fly now that we're second years. It was the fastest way to complete the mission. A mission's virtues are strength, victory, and swift execution. Failure is a sin. So everything else is just collateral damage. Looks like we're finally communicating. That's not what I meant. Sorry, you didn't get promoted. That's just what happened. Looking back, that had likely been Madame's intention from the beginning. To Madame, everything except the squad, no, everything except Hakari Atsuko was just a tool. You probably want to use Saori as leverage in one way or another. And for some reason, that made me angrier than I expected. It was how I felt every time I saw children suffering in Arius. You're not bothered? You don't want to graduate to your third year? Doesn't matter if I'm a second year or third year. I have one more year as a leader of the squad at least. There are benefits as well. It's really about the squad with you, Saori. Is there something wrong with that? No, nothing. Well then, I'll just go ahead and enjoy being a lone upperclassman. Best of luck to you. About that. Yes? The underclassmen seem to rely on you more, Subaru. Thanks. Exactly. That's made me realize I can never fill the role you've taken on. I believe I fit best as an instructor. So you mean, I'm supposed to take care of all the students after you break them in training? And you're always quick to understand my point, thank you. Now you're missing my point entirely. Still, when I think about it, no matter the situation, Jomai Saori never changed. I thought she was incapable of it. Oh. Well? Actually, no, I don't want to say anything too quickly. Are you awake now? Where am I? The place you call Porta Passus. The brat. So we never moved. How long was I unconscious? About 10 seconds? I see. Is it over, Sensei? I think that's my question, actually. I see. So you're wondering which one I am. I think it's over. Yes, everything is over. In the end, I couldn't do anything. I forced my stubborn ideals down everyone's throats, and after doing all that, Subaru sobs were uneven and ragged. I looked around and then sat beside her. I decided to wait until her crying settled before I slapped her. Why are you saying anything? Just prepping myself. You don't know what to say. No, just prep myself. You'll understand pretty soon. I think that's my line. It hurts, doesn't it? Well, not as much as this. Yeah. There. What was I even trying to do? You were trying to protect Arius. Also, I said I was going to slap her, and I did. Where I slapped her, I'll let you figure that one out on your own. And and look at how that worked out. It's over, Sensei. All of it was in vain. I thought I had to do anything, so I just tried everything I could. This is the result of all that effort. I did for the children who the world left hurt and bruised. The ones who had nowhere they belonged to. And maybe for myself too. I didn't want to just keep drifting through life. It's all lip service in the end though. If I know it was going to end up like this, I probably wouldn't have done anything. No, that's not true. There's meaning behind behind trying your hardest. Even when this is the result, and even though my intentions weren't pure, I put on this brave front in front of all the kids, pretending I knew the way forward. Tori was right, unfortunately. I had no idea which way I was going. I bragged about doing things the Arius way, but in the end, they were empty words. But you learn that from experience, right? Yeah, students have the privilege of being judged on the process, not the results. So I shouldn't worry about the terrible reality of being judged on the results of what I do until I'm an adult. Saying I'm a student and hiding from my hiding behind my inexperience isn't a good enough excuse for forgiveness. As long as I hold on to that mindset, I'll be okay, or it'll be okay. But still, what's really going to change for people who are already at rock bottom? You're just going to continue living like this and disappear one day, anyway. No matter how hard you polish trash, it doesn't turn into a jewel. Don't give us hope for dreams we can never reach. That's an even more pitiful existence than our current one. Wishing that things will always work out as long as we try really hard would be pretty irresponsible, wouldn't it? Okay, you're right, there's truth to that. Sometimes no amount of effort can turn things around. You can fail or make things worse. But, you know, if you're really at rock bottom, the only way you can go is up, right? Well, you're not wrong. That's seriously how you're going to try to encourage me. I don't think that's really all you can say, though. Yeah, because we really have hit rock bottom, rock bottom, haven't we, Subaru? Can't fall any lower, and there's nowhere left to run. Whatever happens, we'll need to see it through to the end. Wait, for a second there, I thought Sayori was going to say, whatever happens, happens. I was about to say, are you okay, Sayori? You're not turning into a space cowboy, are you? Because if you are, I'll have some of that, thank you. I mean, every day was already worse anyway, so whatever. Yeah, I guess there probably is something even lower than rock bottom. Yes, Hiyori, it's called dying. If that happens, we can just say we came down to check out the basement, right? No, Hiyori, you can't walk away from that. You've all really turned into dummies, the entire squad. Well, you need to adopt this kind of mindset, however, if you want to survive out there. And besides, failure, apart from death, is all in the mind. We wouldn't have made it otherwise. There are times when nothing else matters except moving forward. So we just point to wherever reason we can and use it to keep going. Yeah. Right, so let's go all together. Not because we think that sticking together means that everything will work out in a beautiful fairy tale ending. It's simply that we Aries kids seem to be incapable of doing anything unless it's together. Isn't it, right? Yes, and besides, if the ending is bad, then you'll rewrite it. You won't stop until it's a happy ending. Come on, Subaru, time to get up. Your clothes are gonna get dirty if you keep lying there. Oh, there we go. I don't think it's humanly possible for them to get any dirtier than this. Let's try our best not to make it worse. Yeah, let's do that. What a transformation! Captain! Captain, well, you don't have no idea how worried I was. Serena, honey. Place, we are in the Remedial Knights Infirmary. Oh, how many days are left until the Trinity practical exams? Captain, I mean, that's important too, but maybe we should start with their health. No, this absolutely takes priority. I'll not allow the Remedial Knights to be looked down upon by other clubs or students. Yes, Captain, understood. You're right, Captain. We still have some time left, so let's do all we can to prepare. Everyone's okay, right? Yes! An attempt. Alright. I'm not sure if this is going to be it, but let's see. Alright, you know what? I think we're in the clear, so I might as well talk about it. Alright, so, not long ago, we did had a Subaru banner out there, and, during that time, I haven't actually gotten too well, this point in the story, and, quite frankly, I was kind of afraid, a little. Yeah, I was kind of wondering, why we had a Subaru banner, but not a Maya banner, and, quite frankly, I was a little bit worried something happened to Maya during that time. But, for the looks of it, I think all is about to end well, so I guess my words were for naught, although granted, well, I might be speaking too soon, but hopefully nothing happens to Maya, because I kinda don't want anything to happen to her. A ceiling I don't recognize. No, really. Hello, Subaru, I'm here for your afternoon checkup. I'm sorry, I have a morning classes, so... Morning classes, huh? Right. I guess that's not how things are supposed to be. Huh. How are you finding the Remedial Knights Infirmary? It's nice. These are the nicest facilities I've ever seen, honestly. Thanks to that, it looks like everyone's on the mend. I'm starting to get restless. Can't they just discharge us already? No, everyone. You have to stay put until Captain gives discharge approval. The moment you think you're fine is actually the most dangerous one, you know? See, just like that. Subaru? I wasn't actually, taking morning classes. I was talking sensing. I mean, you don't hate us or anything, do you? Why would I hate you? After everything you've done for us. That's what you meant. Yes. That day, the day the Angel's trumpet quieted, the students from Gehenna's Medical Emergency Club and Trinity's Remedial Knights, as well as many others, came to Arius. Whoa! Also, those Gehenna Club girls, I totally forgot their name. They kind of look like the JTF girls. Also, what the heck? No shoe! Yeah, you're not allowed in to tell me anything. They transported us to the Remedial Knights main building. We've been here ever since, getting treatments and regaining our strength. Also, don't mind those Millennium girls, Subaru. They're them. It's hard for some of the students to come to terms with the fact that Trinity and Gehenna are the ones who helped us. Of course, we're not really in any position to speak openly about our feelings anymore. I need a little more time to sort out my thoughts and feelings. I'm sorry. Oh, don't worry, Subaru. Me too. Mostly about stuff that's been happening in Nikke. I still haven't been able to sort that out just yet. I know, if anything, we should be the ones apologizing. Well, putting that aside, again, thank you for all you've done to treat and care for us. No, not at all. Rather, we should be checking up on your condition. Do you fare well? I'm fine, but what about you, Mine? Please do not burden yourself with worries for me. I may be lacking in many ways, but this body still belongs to the captain of the Remedial Knights. That day, what exactly happened to you, Mine? That day, I simply protected those I saw before me, that's all. And it's a joyous thing to once again be able to stand face to face with each of you. If it passes your approval, I would like to inquire on something as well. Subaru, for you, as someone from Arias. I see, honestly. It would be a lie to say I felt nothing at all about it at this point. For now, I intend to live on, even while these feelings exist inside of me. One way or another. I don't know what will happen. Maybe those feelings will grow, or maybe they'll settle into a dull ache, or burn out into ashes. Come what may, I can't just stop living. I see, that firm resolve of yours is something I can learn a great deal from as well. Yes, a lesson. In that case, from this moment on, we embark upon practice exam study. Right at this very moment? Pull yourselves together, everyone. The practice exams are just around the corner. Now that your bodies and minds have recovered, devoting yourselves to your studies is exactly what a proper student should do. We Remedial Knights also bear the duty of focusing on relief work. But we also have an obligation to prove the worth of the Remedial Knights as a club academically. Don't you agree, everyone? Yes, Captain. Excellent. Then Subaru and everyone else, I wish you the best of luck on your exams. How did such a nice talk end with that? Studying, huh? I still don't want to do it. I feel the same if I'm being honest. I want to give it a try. You're being so full of energy. Maybe this time I'm the one who needs to learn from you. Oh, what's going on? That should be about it for the basics of our style's close quarters combat. Of course, the ideal is never to end up in close quarters combat at all. But out in the field, anything can happen. You might get attacked by a red-haired lady. Those mean haymakers. Wow! Wow! So cool. Huh? I didn't think we'd get this kind of response. Back in Arias, if you messed up, you learned what you did wrong with your body. That was close quarters combat prowess. Could you teach it to us? But you all don't really need to. You're the one who said it, you never know, right? You might get attacked by a red-haired lady. For young ladies like us, I think we live in an age where close quarters self-defense is essential. I want to be like Rappy. That's right. For ladies, no, especially because we're ladies. We should protect our own bodies and teach the manner to anyone rude enough to cross us. Yes, exactly. Is Trinity gonna be okay? We might have awakened something completely ridiculous. Maybe we should propose starting a CQC research club. Great idea. Then for club president and vice president, obviously it should be held by the people with the most expertise. Rappy. Exactly, we're counting on you. Us, we could take on something like that, or that important. Oh, whoa, where's Reiko? don't give it too much thought. We'll help you wherever we can, or with whatever we can. Everyone, another round of applause for our new president and vice president. We look forward to working with you. How did things end up like this again? Subaru. Yeah, where is it? Do you think it's possible? It might not be exactly how we're used to. But do you think we can build a new nest for ourselves? We have to try. Yeah. But we have to do it the right way, Subaru. What was I trying to do? You were trying to protect your Arius. If I'd known it was going to end up like this, I probably wouldn't have done anything. That's not true. Just the fact that you tried at all is enough. You might think this is being said by Sensei, but no, it's being said by a ghost. Some things won't change no matter how hard you try. You can fail or even make things worse. But think about it. If you've truly hit rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. But remember, it's possible to fall. No matter how it turns out. Tea time! Oh. Alright, let's get out of here. Yep, we're closing to the end. First of all, I would like to sincerely thank you again for your role in everything regarding these practice exams. You worked really hard too, Nagisa. No, not at all. Apologies, I should be gratefully accept your word, Sensei. I've already settled matters of where Arius students will study and take their exams. There are some old school buildings that, while Trinity property, are currently unused. We'd also like to lend them to you, free of charge, for the Arius students to use however they desire. Free of charge, you say? Why that reaction, Sensei? Did I see something wrong again? You're not being cute and funny again, are you? The breadth of my generosity is so wide-ranging that it's a little hard to keep up with. Oh, if that's what you mean. Ain't so that what you mean. Still, every piece only truly shines once it fulfills its intended purpose. Oh, you're asking if we, the Tea Party members, are taking the exams? Naturally, if anything, if our grades were poor, people would question whether we deserve to be in the Tea Party. But Mika and Seiya are both excellent students, so I'm not concerned. You can understand when it comes to Seiya, but you're curious about Mika's grades? Sensei? When it comes to Mika, have you ever heard this phrase? My child has so much potential. He just doesn't apply herself. I get it now. That's why she doesn't beat me up too hard. Because she doesn't really apply herself at it. I get it now. What am I supposed to get? Yeah, gotcha. May have already noticed this yourself, but Mika is actually quite smart. Smart enough to outsmart you in the previous volumes. Remember? Remember, Sensei? It's just that she has no desire to make any use of it. Kinda like Hanako. If I had to guess, I suspect she simply finds it tedious to think through things the way a school wants her to. She'll do well on her exams, as she always does. I just need to pinch her in the buttocks, and that'll be enough to get her going. You do realize she would never have been chosen for the Tea Party if her grades were poor, don't you? You really have your hands full, Nagisa. Thank you for understanding. Well, in the end, both back then and now. At the root of all of our problems is the long history between Trinity and Arius. Trinity and Arius shared the same exact history, yet they interpret it in different ways. History is meant to be an accurate record of events, but the people who record it are fallible. So, Sensei, once these exams are over, I plan to compare Trinity's recorded history with history preserved in Portoprasis, line by line to establish some things of an archive, or establish something of an archive or a museum. So I got a little bit jittery once I saw archive because, you know, Nagisa is gonna make a blue archive. But will that really be okay? I don't want you to get in trouble with Nexon, Nagisa. The two records will naturally be vastly different. As we go about comparing them, conflicts and disputes will inevitably arise, at least for a time. Even so, if necessary, we'll bring in third parties for objective views and counsel. Alright, I'll bring in Bestseller Squad. No, if you wanted them, you could have just... no, whatever. We'll never overcome our past without first looking it straight in the eye. When it comes to re-examining, comparing, and researching the records, I already know of someone who would gladly take on that task. Are you sure? I truly believe Trinity will be able to overcome all that turmoil. The Trinity I know is not that fragile. Of course, Nagisa. But with that being said, I think you might want me to talk about it, or talk to that person about it. Naturally, I do expect many political issues and depths to surface in the process. But in a way, that kind of thing is exactly the Tea Party host's specialty, wouldn't you say? That's simply the nature of politics. It's the process of giving something of yours in order to gain something someone else has that you need. And even if you repeat those compromises and exchanges, you must never let go of the one core value you wish to protect. That first compromise, that first trade is surprisingly easy. The second one, it's the second one that many people stumble on. Well, before they know it, they forget who they are and forget what they're striving for. Oh, I see. So that's what you want to protect, Nagisa. I want Trinity to become the finest academy there ever was. I want attending Trinity to be a badge of honor and pride. In years from now, when students look back on their school days at Trinity, I hope they remember them fondly as truly precious, irreplaceable times. Yeah, what? Yeah! I thought I saw a few Gehenna students there, but yeah! I want every experience they have to be, or here to be small, but cherished. Treasure that helps them grow into better people. Of course, we still have a very long way to go. And if possible, I also like to earn that kind of experience for myself, in order to make my dreams a reality. I have to see the world around us with much more discerning, unclouded vision. Yeah. You know, I did learn all this from you, Sensei. Hey, Nagisa. Yes? About back then, I'm sorry. For not trusting you. And for being so hard on you. And for licking your feet. It was all my fault. I should have never said nor done those things. Sensei, come on now. Remember, most failure is all in the mind. The only way you can improve yourself is to learn from them, not dwell in them. Also, why are you saying this now, out of nowhere? Because if you don't say it now, you thought you might never come clean about it. No, please, you don't have to bow like that. Eyes up here, bro. Ah! Not that close. Ah! I'm sorry, Sensei I. No, your reaction was perfectly normal, Nagisa. Also, I'm the one at fault. Please, let me apologize properly this time. Fuck her up! Also, I really do need to hurry up and become a proper adult for you all. Wait, I'm not proper? What? I'm sorry for being so lacking as a teacher. Sensei. I'm sorry, but could you please turn around for a moment? Just stand right over there by that balcony. Just look towards that building over there, the round one. I turned my back to Nagisa, just as she asked. I felt a small shove to my back. I stayed like that for a while, not understanding what's happening. Off the rail, damn you! Then I felt the lightest weight rest upon my very back. It was so hard and soft. How can something be so hard and soft? I'm sorry. All this time, really, truly, I know. I thought about it over and over. I can't believe how hard it was, and how long it was, and how bad it was. I accept full responsibility for what happened. I do, but that also means you have to be responsible for us. But still, I kept wondering why your standards seem so much harsher for me than for anyone else. It's probably because you're a man, and I'm a woman. I know I'm the Tea Party host, and that strict standards are given. And especially when it came to Hifumi and Koharu, I know I deserved it. Which is why I kept singing to them. But even so... hard. I miss it so. Nagisa's hand thumped on my back lightly. Again and again, as I tried to express just how much she's been hurting all this time. Not because he was trying to push me over a railing. It was as harmless as a child's little fist. A petite child's fist. And yet somehow it hurt even more. Knowing how weak my wife is. I mean, feeling better. Yes. I'm sorry you had to see me like that, even though you didn't see anything. I really am sorry. Please, don't keep blaming yourself, Sensei. If you keep doing that, I'll start to go in for seconds. Why don't we do this, Sensei? Why don't we have twins? Or triplets? Let's have triplets, Sensei. No, wait. Why do it all at once? We'll do it over and over again. 10 children. Yes, that'll be enough. From now on, both of us will have to be a little bit more careful. I'll take contraceptives from now on. I will endeavor to not bring that incident up again, unless the situation demands it. To mark that promise and seal it, how about a toast with some tea? Thank you, Nagisa. So about those 10 children, think nothing of it. Alright then, cheers! I get to have 10 children. With Nagisa. Cheers! Smells nice. Feels nice. Of course, it should. Oh, now that I think of it, there was one last thing about the recent incident you wanted to tell me, wasn't there? Oh yeah, yeah, there's some embezzling going on. I'm not sure how you want to handle this, but if you want to, I could get the GSC on this case and sort it out nicely. What I told Subaru about, rather, what was shared with her from my memory. I told Nagisa about the so-called collective will of the Pattern Sanctus factions right after the Eden Treaty incident. Nagisa? I see, I finally understand. You were cheating on me, weren't you, Sensei? I can more or less surmise who those two are. It did submit a report to me on the matter as well. Truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Sensei. You brought me some very, very valuable information today. I then began to regret everything. So they assured you that they would take care of all of it, and then handle things as they pleased. Even added parts of the reports to bolster their fabrications. Nagisa? Oh, worry not, Sensei. They will be settled smoothly and quietly. Really, truly. In fact, if I do my job correctly, you'll never even hear of this again. All you need to manipulate the narrative is the pretext and and excellent timing. For example, one could say this little act of deception occurred because the authority of each faction acting a representative remains permanently damaged. Of course, restoring things the way they were before would be extremely difficult, particularly when it comes to Mika and her position. Also, Sensei, remember what I said about 10 children? Well, after what you just did, I don't want 10 children anymore. I want 20. However, it will take little to circulate an internal memo that many are recommending a promotion, at least. Actually, you know what? Never mind. How about 30? Nagisa's sinister cheer grew as she plotted. I hadn't felt that kind of sheer terror before. Please go easy on me, Nagisa. And that... no, never mind. She'll never let me on top. Not after what happened. Well then, Sensei, why don't we stop here with the heavy headache-inducing topics? For the remaining hour or so, would you join me for a private tea time? Just the two of us? We could get started with the first children. I don't mind, but while the sun, like, don't you want to clean up or something? Like, it sure is hot out here, right? Because, for example, those remarks you made, Sensei, or the solid distance that exists between you and me, well, I'm gonna make those closer. Very close. Or the many little things that created that distance. All those things. I believe that I would like to be compensated for them. 30 children? Erk! Hey, we agreed not to talk about that! Not talk about that, you say? Very well. Actions speak louder than words. Oh my. Did I specify which remarks exactly? That's what you wanted from the beginning, Nagisa! Ooh. And what if it was? 30 children? What will you do, Sensei? Aww. We're getting red. What? Do you dislike me that much? This really is what you wanted from the beginning, Nagisa! Yes, it was. In a way, isn't this also a form of politics? I don't recall being strapped to a bed being part of politics. I admit that I had fallen perfectly into her trap. AKA being handcuffed to her bed. I was about to give in to Nagisa's spoiled demands when... Help! Mika, help! Break me from my bonds! Free me from my chains, sister! Yo, Nagi, what are you up to? Why is Sensei tied up like that? Was he being naughty? Mika, Seiya, drat. Whoa, Sensei, I didn't know you'd be into stuff like this. I would have gotten ready a little if I knew you were going to be here. Tied up like that. Oh, here I was simply following a feeling of sorts that something fun or perhaps important would happen here, and dropped by unannounced. Remember, Sensei, you promised me 50 children. And yet, it would seem my intuition was correct. Sensei, what do we do? There are things that I especially don't want Mika to know about. Relax, Nagisa. We've already moved on from that topic. Also, please let me go. Ah, that's correct. Thank you, Sensei. Ahem. Welcome, you two. Sensei paid us an unexpected visit. Huh? Really? Oh, that makes sense. That's why you chained him to the bed. Because he's an intruder. Of course, Nagi would still manage to get things set up. Good job. But still, I would prefer if you given me a heads up. Nagisa's wink and point may not have been quite as subtle as she thought. Yeah, you're right. I probably should have. It's just I really wanted to see Mika, so I thought I'd surprise her. Oh. I have to be honest because I promised Mika 60, but anyways. Wow, really me? I'm just so happy to hear that. Sensei, you're too much. You truly are a grievously sinful person, Sensei. But anyway, remember, 60 children. Hey, I didn't do anything, and you should be talking like that, Seiya. Well, you're the kettle. Are you serious? Yeah, you're the kettle! Calling the pot black! Well then, since things turn out this way, shall we have a long overdue tea time together? Especially since Sensei is here with us. Yeah, I'm all for it. Come to think of it, is this the first tea time with all three of us plus Sensei, or have we ever? Maybe my memory's getting worse, everything's so fuzzy. What do I do, Sensei? You're not quite at that point yet, Mika. What matters is that we're all here together now. Of course, to you, it might feel like everything in the world is always fresh and new. Yeah, you basically turned around and told me my memory's bad straight to my face, didn't you? I'm relieved if your memory's in danger. At least your instincts are still sharp. You keep twisting people's words like that, people might not put up with it anymore one day. That remains to be seen, doesn't it? More importantly, how would I know? I can't see the future anymore. You just have to get the last word in, don't you? Every single time. Mika-san, remember, Sensei is present at the moment. I can't do it with all of you, please stop! Indeed, conflict between two people is not something that can be easily resolved. Unless it's me and Nagisa, apparently. I'm terribly sorry, Sensei. Or no, I too could get along also. Oh. Where am I? Hello! How are you doing, Sayori? How's life been treating you? Thanks for your concern. I've been doing well, Deputy Director Konoka. Was it? Oh, I'll drop all those SIP titles. Just call me Konoka. You're a year older than me anyway, aren't you? If we're in the same grade. Understood, Konoka. However, I've been in a cell until now. Is there a reason I've been called to the interrogation room? Nah, not really. I just wanted to see how you were doing, and you're kind of famous within Valkyrie, you know that. That's so. I hardly think one should want to be famously known at Valkyrie. Still better than being famous all across Kyotos, right? That's true. It's strange for me to be the one saying this, but that sounds rather rough. Right. Feels like that's been cleared. That cleared out the awkward air. Let's get to the point. You girls are the Area Squad, right? I'm here to update you on an official notice for the Area Squad that just released. I presume that would be our sentencing. Yeah, something like that. Our sentence was already finalized in a formal trial. Have they discovered some additional crime? Regardless, I'm prepared to accept it. You really are something, sorry. Most people will react exactly the opposite. Most people react the exact opposite way, you know. Is that so? I suppose people consider Arius to be the opposite of normal. Yeah, General Student Council is also relieved that they finally nailed down the location of the Arius Satellite School. That part's not important though. If it's about my school, it's all important to me. Like it or not, it's where I come from. Even though it's known for producing some of the worst terrorists, I won't try to deny that fact. Wait, it does? What? But it's only just you and Squad, and two other people. I'll never move forward unless I accept my own mistakes. That's a nice way of putting it. And on that note, do you regret it? Okay, I was about to interject. Regret the terrorist act. What else would I mean? Huh? Why are you laughing? My apologies, I wasn't trying to laugh at you, Konica. Or at Valkyrie, or even at Trinity. It's just, this reminds me of a conversation I had with someone long ago. You asked if I regretted it. The answer is simple. I've regretted it every day since it happened. An immature, stupid rookie, huh? Yes, a rookie, that's part of my past now. That past is undeniably part of who I am. Alrighty then, just as I thought. Well, time to put the bomb collar on you. What do you mean? Oh, nothing important, just put a bomb collar on you. Still, there are some things I'm supposed to say. Tradition, procedure, all of that. Congratulations, Ari, and to the Ares Squad as well. Pack your things, you're being released on parole. You're being released to Exotic Squad. Congratulations, Ari. What? I'm not sure I understand, Konica. This some kind of joke? To be fair, I did figure your reactor would be something like that. I'll explain, so try to keep up. Crimes and sentence of the Ares Squads will still stand, but you've been given a suspended sentence. A suspended sentence? The terrorists don't get suspended sentences. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Honestly, the stuff you all did, blowing up buildings, set off explosions, so on and so forth, they're pretty par for the course here. Which is why construction is one of Kivitos' top industries. Right. So when it comes to crime in Kivitos, that's what we care about, and what we care about most is intent to kill, malice, things like that. Is that so? That's the first I've heard about of that standard. But if that's the case, then all the more. Yes, the attack definitely involved both of those. You admit too much of yourselves, or that much of yourselves. You admit to that much yourselves. But you know, from what I've seen, you've all really reflected on what you did. Huh? Plus, you even turned yourselves in, didn't you? Some of our problem children waltzing in and asking to be arrested. That was the first time I've seen that since I became deputy director. Those who can reflect on their own mistakes and seek out punishment. Maybe Kivitos' future isn't as dull and hopeless as I thought. Thank you. It's not really my place to say this, but is it this a very sloppy procedure? Well, sorry, just roll with it. Above all, the ones who suffered at your hands the most were, in the end, the Sensei and Trinity, but we got a amount of petitions from them. From Gehenna, even. Oh, this one was kind of funny, so I'll pass it along. Huh. Right, that happened. Those kinds of injuries didn't faze me, but I was angry at Sensei who was caught in the crossfire. But even on that note, Sensei personally asked me to forgive you, for their sake if nothing else, so I suppose that's the only comment I have on that topic. That's all that's left covering Makoto's hair. All that's left is covering Makoto's hairstyling expenses. That's it, none of it's of any importance anymore. Or none of it is of any importance anymore, rather. Just like that. Seems like it. Anyways, given how things turned out, we don't really have any reason not to show some leniency. Valkyrie is an academy, primarily meant for guidance and rehabilitation. And the maintenance costs for the Corrections Bureau aren't exactly cheap either. Above all, Sensei said they take full responsibility for you, so don't go disappointing them, okay? Understood, I'll keep that firmly in mind. Just to clarify, a suspended sentence doesn't mean you're innocent. If you cause trouble during your parole, we'll have no choice but to hit you with a harsher punishment. Right, understood. If we cause any trouble, you could shatter my halo. Hey! You can't drop that out of nowhere, geez, you Irish kids are scary. Sorry. So we're really out on parole. Yes. Given that, why don't you get ready for your exams? Right, our exams. So that's how they do things here. Welcome! Hi, everyone! So this classroom might not be the most up-to-date one out there, but let's put it all into our studying and ace the mock exam together! And thus, everything became shinier in this room. Wow, the classroom is amazing! So bright! In a place like this, you could really get into studying. Especially with that person around. What? Yeah, I understand your reactions. Compared to the types of classrooms we come from, it's only natural. Right, that's true. At least this isn't musty around here. Oh wait, that's Oi. Thank you, Fumi. And to everyone else, I'm grateful to all of you for helping with their supplemental lessons. Oh, this is nothing. We're happy we can help you and Sensei. But not mentioning our school or club names is harder than I thought. If I were to let my guard down a little, I feel like I'll just blurt it out. It's the same for me, too. Oh, it's been a while, Azusa. Yeah, long time no see, Maya. I hope what I'm about to say to you, it's acceptable to you. Currently, I feel happy to see you. You sure haven't changed. I'm glad you look like you've been well. Yeah. Everyone can find a way to live happily. You only need to make it happen. So if there's anything I can help you with, I'd like you to tell me. Then can you take our exams, what? Then could you take our exams for us? I can't do that. Ah. And this is Koharu, right? The elite one. Hey, you got a good eye. That's right, I'm the great... anyways, I'm considered one of the elite, so you can count on me. Now, how do you solve this problem? I definitely know how to do this one. Isama! Why can't I remember it right now? I even remember taking the notes. So you see, this is, yes. It's not the test. So you don't need to worry about it. Not really. You shouldn't think like that, Koharu. The point of studying isn't just to memorize things to do well on a test. In that case, it wouldn't mean that you've been studying for a special test yourself, haven't you? Kisama! What are you talking about? That's totally off. You're purposely misunderstanding everything. Who are we now? More importantly, it's true that this type of problem isn't on the exam. However, you won't be able to understand the concept without mastering it first. Now how about we approach it like this? Look, here. Pretend like it's Sensei, trapped in a concubine dungeon. Urwara Hanako. She really is exceptional and very adult. She's probably the most adult out of everyone here. She's so exceptional. She's impossible to predict. He's going to make a great spy one day. I wonder if there's anything Hanako doesn't know. I don't know everything, you know. I can only know what I know. And know what I find out. Wow, you heard that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow, please don't undo my skirt and my shirt. Oh, don't worry yourself over something like that. You Chinaga Hiyori, correct? Can I call you Hiyori? Yes, it's an honor. This young lady. You were Hikari Atsuko, yes? My. Yes, Hanako? What? Yeah. Oh. It seems I met someone interesting. I'm sure I'll be counting on you for many different things from now on, Atsuko. What? How do you people keep doing this? Like, first, actually, I don't know what it was. I'll show him off later. But anyways, I have the same feeling. I'll be in your hands, Hanako. Okay, no, I just remembered. Okay, first it was Seiya and Natsu, and not you two. How do you keep doing this? Oh my. What's going on, Atsuko? Do you know Urawa Hanako beforehand as well? Not at all, Sao. I just got a feeling like I met a kindred spirit. And I do believe she felt the same way. What's going on right now? Give it for me to know. I totally don't get it, but okay. Then back to studying, everyone. Let's leave it to the professional, shall we? You can count on me. Yeah. By the way, what are these weird fluffy things for me? These are prizes, Momo friends, for students to get good grades. We're back to this again. Momo friends. Yes, not everyone loves them, but they have a really loyal fan base, and it's been trending more and more lately. Not everyone loves them, but we've come so far. Momo friends are the best. I personally love Skullman. Those rewards will motivate every single student here. Why would they do that? Well, because in our supplemental classes, they were really effective. Really. There's some kind of mysterious angel phenomenon at work here, too. No, nothing like that. They're really cute, so people work extra hard because they want to earn one. Exactly. What more reason do you need? There must be something strange in the water here. Asuza's tastes have grown weird. So we're honestly not really good at studying at first either. But studying is more about building systems. If you keep repeating and practicing them, you'll definitely be able to raise your score. And besides, even someone as average and unremarkable as me was able to pass the supplemental classes. I can't see anymore, it's so bright. Oh. Asuza. Yes, Maya. Is Ifumi really average? From what I've observed, there's two kinds of average. One is average you claim for yourself, and the other is the average seen by others. Which one is Ifumi? No comment. The answer says a lot, though. Memorize it. Memorize it, you stupid brain. Why can't you learn? I think I just realized a huge truth about this exam season thing. What's that? It's a time when everything besides studying suddenly sounds really fun. Oh, my motivation to study is burning up. Really? Yeah, it burned so hot that it turned to ash. Sensei, I think I've come down with something. Can I take a break? With what exactly? Oh, you got the cute and funnies. Here, you can sit on my lap. It's an illness that makes it hurt when I study. Oh, that's just you being cute and funny here. You can sit on my lap while we read a story. Oh no, the only cure is to sit on my lap and help you study. I thought it makes you feel better. You're a monster! Of course, all teachers are during exam season. Oh, okay then. Whoa. Oh wait, no, it's it. I'm not sure why I got confused by this. Instead reply to this one. Well, anyways, you can still sit on my lap. That's a point. Sit on my lap. Whoa, this problem is amazing. Amazing. What could possibly be so amazing about it? I'm serious, it's good. I don't want to solve it. Or I don't even want to solve it, so I don't ruin it. Oh no, she's turning into the Hanako / Mika / what the? I think all the study made her lose it. And so as everyone's efforts, flailing, desperation, and screams all got stirred together in a chaotic mess, day in and day out, the area students diligently prepared for the very first exam. To be oh, okay. This is going on for a little bit long, but you know what? I'm just gonna keep continuing until we beat this, or complete this. Oh. Mock exam that, oh. It's not that yet. Well, I don't have anything to back it up, but I suddenly feel really confident that everything's going to be okay. Again, I've done nothing but warrant feeling this way. I've done nothing to warrant the feeling this way. You didn't study at all, did you? So I was thinking, textbooks are books that are made to teach students well, right? Right? Then as far as I can tell, our textbook sucks. It didn't teach me anything. Wow, I've literally never heard that kind of logic before. With that, good luck on the test. You too. Get exactly one more question wrong than me. You totally cursed me. Alright, did everyone study hard? Sensei, what should you do when you feel like you're going to bomb a test? Well, that's just the beginning. You haven't even started yet. Just wait until you walk inside and sit at your desk. Suddenly everything you studied will start to go blurry. I'm pretty sure none of these are very good. I'm pretty sure none of these are very good advice. In fact, oh my god. Okay, I'll probably go to hell saying this, but I feel like Commander from Nikke had better advice than this. Well, okay, no, allow me to give you two advice. Not Tengu Sensei, just Tengu. But give me one sec. Don't worry about screwing up. That's supposed to give you an idea like where you are, and then just work from there. Like, keep in mind, this is just a mock exam, not the actual exam. Just whatever happens, happens. We'll just work from there. So chillax. Just do your best. And remember to stay hydrated. Also, speaking of staying hydrated, give me one moment. Remember to stay hydrated, and I'm back. But yeah. I feel like the commander just gives like much better advice than Sensei. But anyway, let's see him redeem himself. Anyway, do your best to. Yeesh, such a lackluster. Okay, no, whatever. Okay. Remember to stay hydrated. Hi, Sensei. Nice to meet you. You came out here to meet us. You're such a worrywart. You seriously think we're going to run away at this point? We went so much trouble, too much trouble to get here. Is Sensei, not here to purely cheer us on? Oh, I mean, I thought Misaki was just saying that to be Misaki. I say I apologize, Misaki. Seriously, I wasn't, whatever. Well then, we should be off, Sensei. I'll do my best. Yeah, everyone be like Hiyori. Do your best, don't worry too much about it. You got this. Hello, Sensei. Like, remember, it's just a mock exam, not the actual exam. Hi, Sensei. Do you not have work, did you not have to work today? No, Maya, I have to be here. This is my work today. I have to do this. I see. You want to know how I feel about, taking the Arius mock exam? Honestly, I can't see the idea sits well with me yet. But all the Aries kids wanted to try again. Now I decided to put my trust in them. You as well, Sensei. Thank you, Subaru. What? Was it that uncalled for? Thank you for trusting me. Well, that isn't anything to. You get anxious and unsure when your students don't trust what you're doing. I wasn't expecting such an honest answer. Does that mean I'm helping you too, Sensei? Yes, absolutely. Good girl. I'm very proud of you. Well, let's get through the exam first. What? I patted Maya on the head. Oh, I thought she hugged me. That feels nice. Thank you, Sensei. Me too. You too. Okay. Chipper, let's go. It's already time. Uh-oh. Okay. I wonder if the Trinity exam has started yet. If there's going to be one good thing about being an adult. It's that I don't have to take the mock exams anymore. Oh, wait. Actually, nah. What a silly thought. I spent some time getting work done at a nearby cafe while I waited for the exam to end. Wait, why am I? Okay, no, whatever. Fine, fine. It's really actually over. So how was it? It was a complete disaster. Hey, they haven't even been graded yet. You know how sometimes you just know? Honestly, same. My sister in arms. Welcome back, everyone! Sensei. Sensei. I'm positive I've totally bombed the test. You see, you should have sat on my lap. Well, that doesn't matter right now. We have to uphold the long-term tradition to complete our exams. What's that? Like, celebrate the end of exam season? Well, yeah, that's right, the post-exam party. We eat delicious food and have a great time. It's a tradition that we must never let die out. Wow, there are amazing traditions like that? Maybe exams aren't so bad after all. Wait, let's not forget how brutal all that studying was that quickly. But it's done with, right? Once the pain's over, it's not pain anymore. That's the Arius way, right? Can you buy something delicious, please, Sensei? Invite everyone, don't worry about a thing. Although, please keep my poor wallet in mind, at least. Okay. Yeah, I'd bring my review. So you can all take turns staying on my lap. Anyways, and just like that, their very first exam and after party came to a peaceful, happy close. Wait, was that the actual exam or... Hold on. I thought that was the national exam. Or rather, I thought that was the mock exam, not the national exam. Hello, Subaru Maya, please sit. Hello, Atsuko. Princess Asuko. Well, I'm not a princess anymore. This isn't Princess Connect, so there's no need for the title. Did we agree to be friendly with each other? We did, it's just okay. Atsuko, hello, Atsuko. Thank you, I appreciate it. So what you meant to talk, or what did you want to talk about, Atsuko? The exam with Weld, right? I heard this is a common post-exam activity in the outside world. First, let's fill our stomachs. This Cafe Pecan Pie is supposedly very famous. Okay, thank you very much. So how did both of you feel about the exam? I think I answered everything to the best of my ability. I answered everything I knew as well. But to be honest with you, there was a lot more I didn't know than I did. What about you, Subaru? It was my first time taking a mock exam. And the third year questions felt like a bit heavy for me, that's all. Oh, let's make her think more. But since it's just a mock exam, it's only meant to be a personal benchmark of sorts. Yes, exactly, Atsuko. There aren't any punishments for a mock exam either, so it doesn't matter what your results are. Well, Atsuko. Well, that's not quite it. What, do real exams have punishments? Yeah, Maya, they do have punishments. For me, mostly. If you do poorly, you might have to take supplemental classes. Well, that too. In fact, you might have to take them anyways, but... If your grades don't improve, you could be held back a year or be barred from graduating. So that's what punishments are. Yes. These are ways in the... these are the ways in a much kinder world. What are your plans for the squad from here on out, Atsuko? I assume you'd be curious. Our squad intends to address the responsibilities it's been neglecting until now. And how does it plan on doing that? Until the next ARIA Student Council is officially and fairly elected, the ARIA squad intends to function as an acting student council. The ARIA squad will act as the ARIA Student Council, but then that would mean or make our school just like other schools. Would that mean after hundreds and hundreds of years, the ARIA satellite school is going to be get back to normal? I'll do all I can to ensure that happens. Yes, I'll have to, as ARIA's acting student council president. Student council president? Easy, you're getting a little loud, Maya. Sorry, but that also means we have to call you princess again. Objectively, based on what few traditions ARIA still has, it couldn't be anyone but you. Okay, what does everyone else intend on doing? Saki will be the treasurer. He complained, of course. You really want to work me to the bone, don't you? Fine, if you really have no one better. In Misaki speak, that means I'll do it anyway, so I might as well be on my best. What on earth is Misaki speak? Well, it's a language where you simply flip about half of what she says. Don't say that to her face, though. She'll be quite enraged with you. Misaru will be vice president and general manager as well. I can follow the logic. For the management, she proposed this policy. Everyone should work part-time jobs wherever they are able to. What? Why? You said that because you'll learn... she said it's because you'll learn about society quickly. Earn some pocket money and help with the ARIA's rebuilding efforts. Since Kansar are concerned, she directed everyone to get contracts approved by her before they sign anything. She rather sheepishly explained that she's undergone a lot of trial and error in that field. So she's just making everyone follow her blueprint. So people learn best from experience after all. Also. We're starting to get the groundwork laid down. We start getting club applications. We'll need to evaluate them based on budget and feasibility. It'll have to be on a case-by-case basis when the time comes. Less logistics, more my personal wishes. I couldn't, Atsuko. We're not in a position to be putting ourselves or our wants first anymore. It's a request from my student council president. Well, there's little justification for them, so you may ignore this thought entirely. It crossed my mind, what if we made ourselves uniforms? Something pretty and cute. No, Sayori. Something cute and funny. Thank you, Sao. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Cute and funny. Sorry, I'll elaborate when the time is right. Oh? Sure, fine by me. And Hiyori? Hiyori is our secretary, yeah? So, secretary, acting as a record keeper. Yeah, she cried quite a bit when she first realized. Then she pulled herself together and got fired up about doing her best. Hiyori's always does great things when she's motivated to, so I was very happy. I don't really know why, but that makes me happy too. Hiyori's just really kind. Well, as long as it makes you happy. Oh, there's something I wanted to ask of Nicomedes troops as well. What is it? I like you to take on the role of Aris's disciplinary team. Yeah, an autonomous force in charge of public order, morals, and discipline. For this, I really don't think I can ask anyone but you, Subaru. And if I say no, are you really gonna be that way? Subaru! I've always been a crafty one, Atsuko. I suppose I am the student council president. Even if if just for now. Yeah, exactly, as you should. Handling personal matters this smoothly is a talent in of itself. So what's your big plan, Atsuko? I want to turn Ares into a wonderful school, and we're on the same page there. Yeah, I figured any student from Ares will say the same. You're not wrong, there's an absurd amount of work to do, though, isn't there? I know, I won't run away again. I'll have to assert I'll assert that many times as you need. Are you confident in your abilities? To be frank, no, I'm not. That's why I need help. Joining hands just means it's easier for one person to pull down the other. Or it's easier to pull each other back up if one of us falls. There's no way of knowing what the future might hold. So I don't want to dwell on worst case scenarios. Isn't that just unfounded optimism? No, it's delusion. But anywho, you could see it that way. I call it activism. Well, I call it delusion. Humanity's strongest superpower. But anywho, I know the word has its own definition, strictly speaking. In more ways than one, Atsuko. Oh my god, Atsuko, please don't turn into a tour socks, Atsuko, please. Don't do that. Like, you might not be my favorite, but there's no reason. I've been using it to convey what matters is to take action in the here and now. In the moment I am currently standing in. And I don't believe we can do that without at least pretending we harbor some vague, hazy hope for our future. Together if we can. Understood. Understood. If that's how you feel, then I'll do my best to support you. We really don't know what will happen next or what's coming our way. Well, Subaru, there's one phrase I'd like to say. In times like this, what happens, happens. We'll deal with it once we get there. I mean, who would have thought that we'd end up taking some mock exam? I admit, even I was caught off guard by that. Come to think of it, about that Remedial Knights captain from Trinity. Minya, right? We should talk about her too. Yes, I heard she was bedridden for a while after the incident in Arius. He was, however, there was nothing to worry about. She recovered completely. Really? That's great to hear. She was unable to study for a few days, but it sounded like it won't have much of an impact on her mock exam results. I see, I guess that's a relief at least. I'm a little bit worried about that, by the way. Yeah, the truth is, the day Mine essentially sealed the power of the 4 angels of revelations inside herself. Whoa. What? So that's what was happening. I see. What? That's what actually happened? I'm up there with Subaru. Oh, okay then. I guess me and Zagora have a lot more relevance from now on. Just before she passed out, she defeated 4 of the angels, if you recall. Her actions stymied the 7 angels' only chance to harmonize and unleashed their full power. Meaning endured the power of all 4 angels by sheer will. What's wrong, Subaru? No, sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice. It was I was just so... It was seen that Meanie awoke at almost the exact moment you were defeated as the final angel. I could barely handle just one. Her mentality and strength are out of this world. Maybe that's what you call conviction or integrity. No matter what happens, no matter what comes at her, even knowing that it may end in tragedy. Which could have happened, by the way. Or rather, what I was afraid of. She endured and pressed forward regardless. That part of her really is incredible. It is. That said, there's one thing I can't just wrap my head around. What is it? If she's trying to help people, why does she leave them in such a wreck? Atsuko? You're pulling out your mask, seriously? No one can hear you when you wear that thing. I don't know sign language, so... And you know that. Are you running away again, Hakari Atsuko? Or Hakiri Atsuko, rather. But you know what? I like that. No, I got it right the first time. But she still made sure to pay in advance. Subaru, I just realized something. Leaving yourself an escape route in case of an emergency is super important. That's right. That's not something you should try to learn. Better yet, just learn not to put yourself in a situation where you would need one. But Subaru, remember, what happens, happens. You can't control everything, you know. Ooh, everything looks nice now. I got rid of the rubble. Oh, Sensei, welcome. Hi, Atsuko. Hi, everyone. How's the restoration work going? As you can see, this is currently the only place that's been fully restored. This is the starting point. From here on outwards, we want to create a new areas, building one at a time. Or one building at a time. I mean, no one wants to go to school that looks abandoned. Someday we'll have to accept new students and transfers again. Do you really think anyone would really want to come here? Well, everything's shiny, so that's a start. Apparently some people are interested. They're interested in the particular set of skills that is most widely associated with our school. Shouldn't we let that kind of stuff just fade into nothingness? No matter when or where, there will always be people who idolize power. And Brax. People like those won't last long here anyway. That reminds me, how did everyone do on their exams? I didn't check because, well, they don't want me to check. Let me think out of 10 ranked, I was number 2. For my first try at taking a test, I believe that should be acceptable. Rank 3. Literature is hopelessly non-linear. I was rank 4, wow. It's okay, Hiyori. Rank 4 is still good. It's really good. Wow, kindness can come across as pay at times like these. No, Hiyori. Come here, let me hug you. You can just do better next time. Let me hug you. Patrol report complete. Oh, Sensei, you're here. Hello, Sensei. Welcome to Arias. More importantly, what brings you here? It's because you heard about the mock exam, or heard the mock exams results are out. I'm sorry, Sensei. I got rank 4. Wow. Rank 4, you too. Hiyori, you too. Wow. That means you're rank 4, buddies. Yeah, buddies. They'll try even harder next time. Yeah, I'll put in the double the work. Wow. Oh my god. Is this how we're earning this? Okay, no, there's more. By the way. Yeah? Don't you have anything you want to tell me, Subaru? I mean, I'm sure that's why you came all the way. Or all this way. Alright, you placed 5th. Yes. How about we put more time into studying from here on out? Okay. Well, at least you two are well, at least you two are on top of something. Also, ooh, pretty sky. What?
本当にいろいろなことがありましたね。今振り返ると全てが夢だったんじゃないかと思うほどですが、でも全てのことに改めて感謝の気持ちを伝えたいと思っています。これだけは私の本心です。
For the record, I wasn't expecting to have a memorial thing at the end. Oh, you mean my grades? This might sound a bit like I'm bragging, but it's all thanks to you regardless, Sensei. I placed 1st! Hooray! Thank you, Sensei. You really are the greatest thing that has happened to my life. And that's that. Alright. Well, I think that's going to be pretty much it for, Volume 6. All that's left is basically the Decagrammaton, which we haven't really gotten Chapter 3 yet, but it's going to come out pretty soon. So, well, we got that going for us. On top of that, there's going to be a couple of new characters coming out as well. Well, I say new in air quotes because they're not really new. But they're gonna have different forms of themselves, so that alone, I suppose, is new. But until then, I think I'm just gonna have to wait on that for now. But anywho, yeah, lots happened in this particular chapter, and quite frankly, I feel like, yeah, this volume pretty much, how should I put it? It kind of just wraps things up with the whole Trinity arc, in a way. Well, I suppose more or less. Like, I feel like there's still some questions left lingering. Mostly around Sensei, but apart from that, yeah, I feel like everything got, I suppose, packaged here nicely. But anywho. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and call it quits for tonight's stream. So yeah, we got quite a bit done. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the stream, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you're watching this as a VOD, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. So without further ado, this is gonna be Thank You signing off. Well, catch you on the next one. Yes.